Okay. Let's begin with this madness. Alright, so fun fact, the alpha of CRETE was, one second, the sound. The alpha of CRETE was like 99% done. And I was going to prepare a pre-build on the beta, the private beta, yesterday or today, knowing that everything worked and things were playable and everything was alright. And then I found a little bug on the melee system. And it was a very small bug, like a problem with the montage, not rubber banding when you play in bad ping conditions. Nothing that is a deal breaker or something like even people would notice, but I noticed and I felt annoyed. And I rabbit hole into refactoring the melee system almost from scratch. For the good, for the long run, it's gonna be more maintainable, and this beautiful spaghetti, as I already mentioned, is what we are gonna do today. Is basically experimenting with different methods of hitboxes and line traces and damage and replication and prediction and all those beauties in a multiplayer game that uses root motion, that uses hit detection, that uses all the same things that a AAA game does, but with the budget of a guy in a living room. So I have even fucking throat pain. Anyway, so how to even start? Right now I'm not starting right now, I'm just in the middle of something. All these different variations are experiments I did with different ideas for performance, and for also accuracy and for good feeling on multiplayer. And I think I'm almost there. Now I'm finding a problem where I don't detect the hits, and I'm not sure exactly why, and could be related with several things. One of them is different types of results overlapping and overriding each other, and I think that was exactly what I was doing right now. So let me see what is going on there. So I'm here in the staging test with the dump AI and all that. I'm playing on purpose on bad internet conditions, like 100 ping, no sound. I'm just seeing if the AI moves. And it looks like moves. But there is something that annoys me, and it's those kind of fails. Like something is not working as expected. You see, sometimes it fails, like now. And it looks that fails when... Okay, the music goes loud because the AI is close to me. Let's play single player. I want to start understanding if it's a multiplayer thing with valid data or it's a single player thing with line traces. Okay, good news. Okay, this is good news, even it doesn't look like, because if it's failing in single player, we are in a better position. Single player is super easy. So most likely I'm not tracing. This is another bug I need to fix. Sometimes these things get stuck there. Okay. Wait a second. Oh. Okay. One of these guys doesn't have line traces, so we need to fix that first and then jump to the rest. That's the thing. There are many things going on that sometimes you start working in a place that is not the problem. And you need to be very, very careful of knowing exactly what could be every problem separated. And sometimes problems contaminate your ideas about other potential problems that don't exist. You refactor that and that creates problem in another area that didn't have a problem before. So it's better just to go slow and understand what the hell is going on. So here, because I was doing a different system, let's make this. These are basically the notifies that they are fired in the moment you hit the enemy. I mean, they fire and you have a chance of hitting the enemy if they are inside. Okay. So now they should fire properly. Let's test first in single player. Okay, I see some problems. Why? It's like I think the problem, I'm gonna tell you something. I believe okay, this is problematic. The do once problem. I can find different ways of doing this, but let's start with this. How it was before. Okay, this is very dumb. Once we find ability system component, and only then we do the do once, because otherwise I'm gonna hit the floor all the time, and most likely that was what happened there. There we go. I don't know this. Okay. Okay. That part looks fixed. Let's play as client with pink. I need to think. I see problems of detection. Like the second one, why? Okay, so I'm thinking a smart way of doing this. It could be a notify, but this shouldn't be here. This notify should be here. Could be in the combo window as a first experiment. Once this hits here, we can reset the what was the name? The character trace, and we keep going from there. Because basically I'm trying to avoid to get a lot of hits in one swing of sword, so I did an artificial delay, but this is not a good idea overall. It's actually not a good idea with this unless we got the hit. I can do this in many ways, but I can do a tag like is being hit. That's prediction on gain effect. I can put a gain effect that in the just a fraction of a second it's not gonna receive more hits. But I think that's also a little bit dangerous because I'm still in the prediction window here and the server doesn't know yet if it's being hit. Let's imagine 1 second of ping. You hit first, you hit again. Yeah, that's the danger, and that's a kind of design choice. Do you want to see the animation of the character being hit instantly, or you prefer the server to agree on your hit? It's pure design, so this is partially working. Let's add a new notify here that is gonna reset the... Now I'm also getting paranoid about where to put the tags. reset traces, let's call it like that. I mean, the ability now here, we can go here. We can also register traces, and we add it here. So we reset the traces here. That's one thing. Now, I really don't want to see the debug because it distracts me. I think it's sometimes misleading. It's kind of paranoid, but pisses me off a bit. So let's keep it like that, and I just want to increase this by 70, like so. And let's test it again with a little bit of ping, so we know. Okay. Yeah, you see, that's not registered. Okay, four of them register with lag, of course. Okay, 4 of them. Now, the more I'm thinking about this, I'm wondering if it's a... It can be so many things. Could be a problem of not getting the position properly. Let's make a massive sphere. Like, no one can escape this. I like this. I don't give a fuck. I want just to see. Whatever. Let's... Oh, careful. Careful. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is the problem here. Okay, so the do once is dangerous. It's one of the things I need to be careful that maybe is confusing me about problems that maybe don't exist. Let's try this in this way. What if one of the problems that looks like a problem is not a problem, but something that comes from other place? It's refactor time. It's gonna be a spaghetti night, I know that. May I report this bullshit? All right. Ah. Fuck you. Shit. Let's try like this. Fuck you, of course. Where's the problem? Yeah. Is the last attempt in this direction. The next is gonna be a full refactor. So I was hitting. Okay. You see what I mean? There was not an exact problem there. Most likely, by design, I decided that maybe fuck me. Okay. Let's put this or always as true. So it always plays an animation. At least it definitely should. Now let's reduce this to 80, and the other thing is yeah, for each actor yeah, this is not correct. For each actor should do this only once. Somehow. Because this is gonna send them to fucking hell in one. But let's test it anyway. We need to see. Yeah. I'm doing like a lot of hits. Sorry for the loud song, I guess it's super loud when I do this. We are moving forward. I want to think that. Okay. So let's recap what actually worked and what actually makes this important to make the following choices. So most likely was working, but the animation was not played, so that was misleading me, thinking that was not working, and that was because one of the classes randomly chooses when to play an animation. So the combat system has a kind of gradual cancellation system where you have a lot of energy, you can hit the enemy, play more animations of hit reaction, so you have more space to keep hitting. It's a kind of spiraling effect on combat. And that was misleading me, the perception that I was not hitting, but I was hitting. So, if that is correct, I would love to take all what is important and relevant here and move it. And the reason I want to move this It is because I want to do this clean and with proper, having an easy way to maintain if I need to. So let's put it, I don't care, in a different place. Okay, so now everything is easier to read. Okay, I want to test this again in a different way. So we got the data, and what I want to do is to get the heat from data. We split it. We want to see the material actually, and this is equal flash, which is one of the, so far my tests, the quickest ways of filtering. I'm gonna branch this, then we send damage. Let's leave it just like that. All right. Socket location, this will come from here. There we go. Now, if this is correct, all right, I can copy this. I can copy this. I can copy this. I can definitely copy this. This is not the one I can't copy, but we will put it cleaner later on. This goes right there. So if this is flesh, we play flesh. Let's organize this a bit. Material to material, the weapon to the weapon. This little guy here for the particles information, and this is the vector that I'm gonna use later as normal of the direction of the heat, like so. Now the context. Hey Morango, how are you? Get heat, get effect. Context is get and we pull this is what actually concerns me and bothers me. Is there a fucking index? That kind of concerns me a bit. Alright. Let's see. This is way cleaner compared with all the chaos there. Use persistent hit result. This is interesting. But dangerous. Oh. Why not? Weird. Let's see. Oh. Oh, it's on purpose. I'm profiling. So I'm playing on bad internet conditions, pushing graphic card, pushing CPU, all the things I can. The game runs at 70, 90 more or less, but this is just to push the bad circumstances. That's why here you see the ping. Okay, that worked. Yeah, the problem is, again, is is hitting all the things. Which is not what we want. So let's think. The do once is one option. I'm thinking about other alternatives that could be smarter. Do once is an option. Getting a hit actor how can I do that one? I can save the actor. Yeah, that's a good option. I could save the actor in an array. If the actor is hit again, yeah, but I'm worried about that array. Maybe it can get bloated at some point. Let's try it anyway. Add unique. Just after the hit, I would say. Let's try to maintain the things a bit. No, it's not that simple of truth hit animation. It's like there are many things already on the system. And first of all, because it's predicted, so there is a prediction window. If I do that, I'm gonna break the prediction window. This happens predicted on client. Doing this, it won't work. I need just actually to be completely independent of the enemy, and everything happens in the ability of the in this ability itself. Also because, for example, sometimes the AI, depending on how hard you hit, you have different animations with different times of recovery. There are many things going on when you hit the enemy that even after the animation, this animation also can create different hits. So I just need to keep track of who has been hit until next time. So basically, I will clear this array. I got it with a timer before, but yeah, it's basically the system itself. When you hit, many things are going on, and there are many systems where they compare the energy of the enemy against your energy, against your shield, against your strength, against your weapon. They can have early termination if the hit happens under specific circumstances that it feels that you have power to break the defense, but it doesn't tell you exactly what is the math behind. So basically, when you are loaded of energy, you can hit more because you can break more the defense. So the way you can have only one hit with the swing sword, it has to be based on a little timer inside the ability, and compare the actor inside an array, find the actor in the array. If has been hit already, don't include it in the same frame or in the next frame. Just wait for notify. That basically is this notify. I lost it. Maybe I lost it. And in notify, whatever it is, that basically resets it's gonna reset the array. Right now resets the timer, but what it's gonna do is to reset the array, clear the array. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, this guy reset the traces, basically. So yeah. Sorry, not this one. I'm stupid. This one, reset character trace, which now does nothing. Basically, what this guy did is to reset this, but now what it's gonna do is to clear the array. So yeah, gas is great. I mean, it's for multiplayer is pretty much needed if you want to replicate and you want to replicate out the box, and you want to do prediction. Basically, in any shooter, you need gas. Doing a shooter without gas is like very painful overall. Here, out the box, you can have prediction windows. You can have an amazing, robust replication system. Server initiated, local predicted, local only. With many options and tags canceling each other. Is a very deep system that basically is what is used in Fortnite, is what is used in Valorant, in Lyra project, in Unreal Tournament, many games. Splash damage uses as well in the different Quakes and Gears of War. It's a perfect framework, and it's the standard framework. Paragon, of course, they use that. And I think now also Cold Symmetry, the guys from, I can't remember the game, they are also using this, even for single player game. Is great. It's quite interesting. But yeah, offers you many options, but at the same time you are gonna go into the area of network engineering, which is sometimes a headache, it's a pain in the ass all the time. Basically, prediction offers you a beautiful kind of gameplay, but also gives you a lot of headaches. And that's what is happening right now, headaches. But it's okay. We are here to do it, to make this happen, and no matter what, we will find solutions for every little wall or big wall, so whatever. Alright, so we got this, we add this. So basically this is predicted, so once you got valid data, the server just fires all this together. If you want to run something even without waiting for the valid data from the server, you can run it here. So this is a way of having a instant result in terms of visuals, so it's very responsive. Like shooting, for example, you never wait. To give you an example, playing with the guns, for example, let's say just to... it's getting slow, okay. I'm here simulating bad network conditions, so let me just go even crazier. I'm gonna put 200, it's gonna be like 1000 ping in out, plus some, crazy low FPS and shit like that. So this is basically playing from the moon. You can see in the top, I have 500 ping. So I'm gonna buy, let me just first get some DNA. You can see the different problems here and there. I'm gonna play with this gun. So as you can see, everything happens instantly, locally. But even I can shoot instantly. I'm not waiting for anything, just the results come later. You see, the kill comes with just after that. So, and that's great because offers you a very responsive gameplay, even with a lot of ping. And you can see the animation happening instantly. Oh, sorry, not animation, the blood. The animation is what actually I do on server. So actually you can see the server approval. You see this little arrow around the, little icon around the aim. Is basically the server confirming the data. Like that. You can see also the health going down on server. Basically these kind of glowing things, when they go down, is on server, like that. Like that. So that's one of the things that gas actually gives you. Thank you so much, Morango. Faith is all we need. Thank you. I appreciate your feedback and your kind words. Yeah, usually depending on the game. For example, in Fortnite, the animation is different. The animation of a hit by, for example, a hammer happens instantly. The animation of the reaction, the hit reaction of you hit with a hammer, and the other player just does an animation. However, the other player doesn't see its own animation because he still can move around. That means that the animation is predicted, and the only thing you can see delay is the number that shows you the damage, and that makes completely sense. Imagine that you hit an enemy or another player and you see 200 of damage, and then he didn't die. And it's like, what the fuck happened? You don't want to predict damage. You want to predict reactions and visuals and cosmetics, blood, maybe hit animations if the animation doesn't stop the player itself. All these things are great. So in the case of CRETE, the animation waits always, because the animation on CRETE defines the combat too much. Like, for example, if you hit the enemy is gonna stay on place for a fraction of a second, so I don't want to predict that. That would be horrible, because you can see teleporting, imagine that you hit the enemy does a kind of weird reaction, and then in the next fraction, when the server notices the hit, you didn't hit him and you have the enemy hitting you already, teleporting, no? You don't want to predict that on CRETE. What is predicted is the blood, the sound, the visuals, basically all what is UI is also predicted, minus the little icon that actually confirms the real damage. That's something I don't like about Valorant, that Valorant actually predicts, I think in a wrong way, my honest opinion, hits with sound. And also with UI, and that can be dangerous, because I saw many debates and argues like, I hit you in the head, you are cheating, and actually you are not cheating. They have a lot of client side effects that makes the game more responsive, but makes people angrier, because they think they hit someone and they think you are cheating or something like that, but actually not. It's the design they decided to do in this way, which I think is not correct for an e-sport, but that's their call, and it's very responsive, feels great, that's great, but it can be misleading. You can see headshots, and that's kind of annoying, so it just depends on what is your design. You want to be responsive, or you want to be accurate, how much, and you can do a kind of hybrid to split what happens when, I prefer to be just in the middle, to be honest. I don't want to. I remember in the 90s and 2000s playing Quake 3 Arena, when you play with a rocket launcher, projectiles are very complicated for prediction, but I remember that was like everything happens on server, so you start a server initiated, meaning that you shoot the rocket launcher and you don't see the projectile until 1 second later. That doesn't happen anymore in modern games, or at least in many of them, because technology like gas, where you do prediction and then you correct or make not valid a potential hit and things like that. But it's still interesting. It's a topic, it's fascinating, but when works, when doesn't work is hell, basically, is hell. All right, so back to the array. So we add this unique there. And now what we want to do is to get this. We want to what is this thing? Array is contains item. Okay. So basically, if let's put a note. I don't like to use this too much. I just prefer to use the branches, but because I'm trying to be more tidy for the future and maintenance of the project. I'm gonna be more clean with myself. So if it's not contained, then do this. Then we will profile this and performance as well. I think it's not gonna be a big hit. I noticed that actor hashtag actually doesn't scale very well, and I was talking with a couple of guys on Discord that they are pretty good with performance and C++ and stuff, and apparently the actor hashtag could be problematic. There are different opinions out there, but it's about what stays on memory, and I think one of the cleanest ways is using interfaces, another clean way is using materials, and now I'm wondering finding an item on the interface on an array. I hope it's okay. So the next thing I want to do is to take this and basically here I want to take this and I want to clear that, and let's put this in another place because I don't know why the on hell this is here. So let's put it just there so I have control of everything. As you can see, this is already bloated. That's because I need to pass from one place to the other, but whatever. Can do this, maybe. Why I can all right. So we got this. We check material first, then we will decide what to do with this. Let's see if this works. Also, just in case for sanity, because things can go wrong anytime, canceling, for example, could be one of the reasons. On editability, we are gonna reset that. That's not correct actually. We can just clear this. Yeah, and this, yeah, that could explain other things that didn't work in the past. Basically, this is because the ability stays on memory, so it's easier and maybe more faster in CPU. Hey, how are you, Ed? What's one game that does it well? What game? This game? This game does Batman. I was doing the alpha. I was going to have a entire build yesterday, but I rabbit hole into the melee system until I got some beautiful experiments with the melee, but I just need to make it right first. Okay, wait. I agree to play with on client, but maybe not with 1000 ping. Maybe something that is 2020, something like that, which is around 60 more or less. Yeah, it looks like it's working. With a proper simulated lag, and it's only doing one. I hope it's only hitting one. Yeah, it looks like I don't hear double sound, so that looks like it's somehow working. Oh yeah, but don't worry about the units. There are many things going on, including the UI. Sometimes I put it on the left, and this interface, if I do this, if I show you this, look this right now, and look this right now. You see? So don't check this. It doesn't matter, because even if you know, never trust profiling on Pi. Never ever do that. Is not real. Is misleading in many ways. Even this little window here, you can see, but actually maybe I'll remove a bit of, you know, everything matters. You know, it's taking a lot of resources here and there. If I move this, if I zoom out, if I check this, if I, well, of course, if I put this one, the more blueprints you see, and also if I go to this one and I put it like this, and I'm profiling this like this, as I do sometimes to see on my left screen, obviously everything is gonna go pretty bad. Basically this is unable to move. If I minimize this, it's gonna go better, but not good enough, because I need to zoom out or go into a place that there is no information, and then the stars, well, it's not going better because maybe I have other fucking shit now I checked, or something in the background running. See, if I close all these windows, things will start running better. But sometimes I use this trick to simulate different. You can do also obviously this, like 19 FPS or, you know, different FPS. But what I mean is, don't trust too much. You see now, for some reason, I don't know what I did. Maybe I zoom out or zoom in something a lot. So if I zoom in everything like a lot, I don't know. It looks better now. For some reason I don't get now. Something is killing this. I don't know, because it changes constantly. To be honest, it could be anything. If I start closing these windows, I'm gonna save everything. Also, these spheres there are painful. Yeah, but now things, you know, it just depends what you are doing. Usually the game on pack runs 60, 70, 80, 90. Oh, there's another small window. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got many things open. I don't want to close everything because I'm testing this. But yeah, don't trust too much the FPS you see on pack game. Also, development build and shipping, they also have a difference of 5-10 FPS depending on what you are debugging, most of the cases. So yeah, it's annoying. The system specs for CRETE, the only thing that in CRETE is relevant is a bit memory, which ideally would be great to have at least 16 gigabytes, and this is because the nature of procedural worlds, I need just to put something on memory and then take it back and things like that. But you can play maybe with 12 or 8. I'm not completely sure, I didn't test yet with 8. Apart of that, I played in a laptop with a i5 and a RTX 2070, and it runs at 30 to 40 FPS, which is pretty okay considering the graphical requirements and stuff. This computer is a RTX 2070 Super as well. It's a AMD Ryzen blah blah, not very strong, and 32 RAM of memory. So, and it runs pretty okay. I'm doing a lot of, it's a AMD Ryzen, I don't know, I really don't know. I know the graphic card RTX 2070 Super, and I like that because it's actually more like the kind of already outdated, and that's great because I can test the game constantly with those specs, and I'm making the game thinking to anyone that has a RTX of 4 years old or 5 years old, I don't know. So that's kind of challenging and at the same time refreshing, because you see then the game in other computers and it's like, wow, it's going super smooth. So I'm doing a lot of optimization. All right, so so this is working. Now I want to see what is in the hit receive event, because sometimes the animation doesn't play, right? And it should always play. So just for the sake of testing, I'm gonna remove this and test this again like this, because this, oh, careful, let's do this. Yeah, that's new. Now we can hit 2 enemies, I think. Now let's check client side. Yeah, I know, they are getting faster and faster. Wow. Oh, I see, I need to take these spheres, they were ticking. Okay, whatever. So that's 80 ping. I can see there the little delay. But so far the hits are there. Nice, with decals. Alright. And yeah, I'm testing this just to check how responsive it is. And apparently, yeah, it's very nice. Also, you can aim with the hit. Something that usually you don't see in games, and I really wanted to see this. So yeah, you can hit now. I'm gonna remove. Now I'm gonna try something a bit crazier. Which is something that didn't work before, but maybe now works. I don't know, let's see. And it's basically doing another kind of line trace different. That is more accurate, but it didn't went well before, to be honest. For different reasons. So here, all this beautiful crazy setup. It is mental, but let's try. I don't pretend to disconnect this, and just okay, let's make it this clean. Okay. I'm not gonna touch anything there. Actually, what I want is to copy this, copy this, copy this, copy this, this, and all this. I'm gonna put it there. So now the only requirement is that this hit result, let's get the hit result. Has a material there. The actor is this one. The payload target data goes right there. Ability target data from hit result goes there. The actor target is this one. We maybe did it. That would be crazy. And now, rather than this going there, it's gonna go right there. Very scary. Let me just do a quick review. Start point. If this is 0, then checks the first start point, otherwise goes there. The start point now is the start point to the end point, which is going to be the socket location of the array, and then that's the next point. Oh, okay. That's the trace. And no, and I start. Let's try that. Yo, what's up, Vinny? How are you? Okay, let's see. Oh, I see. All right, that's basically the first frame calculates the start position, next frames are additive. So it needs to know and separate that in first frame and the rest of frames. Indexes. Yeah, I expected this. Like, it's not... It's nicer to see, but I think because they are running in parallel, it won't work. It won't work. Yeah. Yeah, this is more accurate, but for multiplayer, it's a pain in the ass. Single player most likely works way better. Not really, eh? Nah, let's stick with the other system. That also I can just can do maybe more notifies instead. So let's just duplicate and let's make double of them. Always kind of scary. Let's make another track so I can see them better. Yeah. Stay there. Let's take this, let's copy. Let's go to the next. Yeah, basically this happens so fast. Man, I really want to... Okay. Like so. Let's go for the next one. I always confuse about what is the next one. Let me see. One, two, one, two, one, two. One, two, one, two, one, two, one. Eh? More or less. More or less. Doesn't need to be perfect. Again, because this is dependent on the frame, that's why sometimes you have problems with hitboxes and stuff. I wish there was a way of montages to auto-generate notifies at hit momentum whenever I want to implement a new attack. I mean, what do you mean auto-generate based on what? Because you can do it actually. You can just take by speed. You can just track the speed of a joint and use that as a notify, period. If you want to do it in that way, but that means that the design of the combat is more physical. That's what many games do, right? Like they do notifies by speed, like a hit is based in the speed of a bone, like physical combat, like humans fall flat, you know, like gangs, beasts and things like that. They make impact by speed of a bomb, and you can do notifies using that. If you mean that by... the engine position notifies automatically. Like the engine position notifies automatically. I'm trying the engine position. You mean the bomb position? I mean, you can do many things by tracking. Okay, got it. Sorry, the engine, like on the Pi, I see. Yeah, but based on what exactly? Like rules, like saying, oh, I see, like a kind of a smart system. I don't know. I like to be super pixel calculating exactly what I want, something and things like that. But yeah, but for prototyping maybe something automatic, but hey, thank you for following, Oni Orochi. Alright. So we got that working, let's see on client now. You can't imagine how much I've been debugging this today, it's incredible. Really, you can't imagine, like all the day doing this thing, taking this, going here, all the day from 12 when I woke up to now. So again, this is with lag. You see there was a... Oh, okay, I know why, I can fix that. Okay. The modeling is a mix of myself, my girlfriend, and Ivan Lopez, one of the modelers of Axis, depending on their availability. Like these models are mine, this is Ivan, but I did the ZBrush post-sculpting plus Substance. All this is mine. The model of Demian is from Ivan as well. which is this character. I did a texture and shader. It's a mix of that. But then all the procedural levels and the worlds that you can see in the trailer of the game and things like that, the procedural pieces of rocks and all that stuff is something I did in Houdini as well, and a little bit of in ZBrush, a mix of both. It depends. Like, I don't remember now. Wow, I have so much shit. Stone. I think these ones. Yeah, all these are pieces of the mazes. Oh yeah, like that one. Anyway, that doesn't look great here, but yeah. They are done to be used on procedural levels. So you can just move around and all that stuff. Do you think it's possible to make high quality game character only using ZBrush and Substance Painter? I believe no. I think if you want a high quality character, ZBrush and Substance are actually needed. No character creator bullshit. Proper art, proper concept art, proper modelers, ZBrush. You need, of course, we are talking about the modeling, but if you want the rigging, then you need to go either to Maya, Blender, to do the rigging and all that skinning stuff and process, which also is quite important and relevant. But the modeling 100% that can be done in ZBrush, and the texturing, I would go definitely for Substance, for the workflow itself and how well it's communicated with Unreal Engine and the maps and textures. So ZBrush, ZBrush and Substance are a win-win. Retopology is very good in ZBrush. You have a lot of really cool ways of doing retopo. I do like the automatic C remesher that can follow specific curves and lines, and with that you will have like 70% of the job done, and then you can go manual retopo if you want. Obviously you have Topogun, you have 3D Code, which are more specific for retopology, but ZBrush is perfect for retopology. Otherwise I would say transfer from Houdini using a page mesh and things like that. Houdini as well is very powerful on that. Retopo is not a problem anymore. Like maybe 10 years ago was a pain in the ass. Right now you have many tools, and ZBrush has enough tools to do retopo on ZBrush. Blender retopology I never tried. I don't know how good it is. Let me see, Blender retopology. I'm just curious.
Here with this single polygon, we're just going to start extrude it and move it around. Before these are only going to be appear in the rendering, or when we render. So what we need to do, we need to go all the way to the bottom and have Viewport Display and just give this a color. Now this is tech, and you're seeing what's going on here. Sometimes you do that where it intersects a bit. It's going to get an actual. Maybe it occupies space in 3D that it shouldn't actually occupy. This is going to be way more technical demo. Then you don't really see exactly where it is.
Nah, looks crap. Nah, doesn't look good enough to me.
Show you how you can actually do this.
Pretty manual, pretty old school. Poof, nah.
And it just boom, do this, and then we already fill this area in, and then we can just go in.
Nah, it's quite old school. It's quite Maya in the 2010. I would go for ZBrush or Retopo or Topogun or something like that. Or you can use Blender, but there are so many cool, almost automatic tools to do Retopo that. Yo, what's up? JMC Linux of the operative system, you mean? Yo, Platinum Fox, how are you? All right, so let's keep moving. So we agreed that this is working. I love Linux. I work in Linux during 10 years in VFX. It was like a fresh air feeling. Everything in the shell, clean, robust, no viruses. Super cool. It's a shame that, you know, when I started to work with Unreal Engine in VFX, let's say that the Unreal Engine version in Linux is not quite production ready. But we tried. I installed actually Linux. There was no Vulkan, which means no volumetrics, no cool DirectX stuff. But it was cool to try Linux and Unreal Engine. Crazy shit, man, crazy shit. Performance was bad. I mean, I think they don't put too much resources. I don't know if there is even Linux Nanite. I don't know. Let me see. There is Nanite. I'm getting distracted, right? Linux Nanite Unreal. Oh, nice. Oh yeah. Okay, in 5.1 maybe. Yeah, this. It looked like something quite awkward. Crazy son of a bitch did it. Oh, I see. 24 years programming CFD post-processing. Yeah, I only work on VFX. I actually, Linux was not relevant to me in terms of what I could do with Linux, apart of moving on shells all the day. Yeah, I guess should work. Hey, Posenberg, GG of good game. I'm trying to catch every single nickname to understand what is the person behind. You always said GG. I hated the people that says easy. I want to kill them. Every single time I play a match in any game and someone says fucking easy, I just would go to their fucking house and grab them and tell them how to be fucking educated. Thank you so much, Posenberg, for your kind words. We are today not in a very sexy day to show the project. We are profiling because we are preparing the alpha. By the way, anyone that wants to test the alpha, we are in the last days of applying for the. You can see that this on Steam is ready, and we are most likely. I'm trying to target something for this weekend. If I finish this part, should be ready. Yeah, so there is a playtest. I apply for the playtest so I can play the game. But you will see this here, okay? Playtest, and then you can jump and yeah, we will do this very soon, I believe. We are not gonna have multiplayer competitive, but we will have cooperative online if anyone wants to join, okay? It is nice that now it's related with Death Space, so there's a bit of momentum there, some kind of relationship there. And this was one of the inspirations. And yeah, requirements is what I mentioned. You can play with 8, but 16 is more appropriate. And actually this is the processor I used. So yeah, we'll be ready soon. We'll be ready soon for the alpha test. It will be like 2-3 days. Yeah. So in ZBrush is automated, the process of remeshing, not to 100%. You have a kind of automatic way, like C-remesher is pretty good. But it's better if you guide him, so you can draw lines of flow of different line flows that you want to follow with the polygons. And once you draw that with a specific brush, then the C-remesher is gonna try to stick to those curves. You can weight different things. Painting, you can say I want more polygons here, I want less polygons here. So this is something that you can have 80% of the mesh already done, and then the rest of the 20% you can go manual retopologizing from there. but it's great to have at least the 80%. You don't want to do a full retopology of things that they are quite predictable, and you don't, you want to save time, right? So if you got the 80% done doing a kind of repainting with the shadow measure altogether, yeah, I'm in. I don't want to go again old school. Like, for example, who the fuck is still doing UVs manually at this point? You do like 80% of the UVs, and then the 20% remaining is like tweaking, stretching, removing distortion, preparing the layout of the UVs, correct direction, saving space for good performance on a GPU, etc., etc. But you don't want to go manual on UVs at this point. So yeah. So it's like a Blender Dynamesh plugin. I'm not sure about Dynamesh, but yeah, that's different. Yeah, that's different. Dynamesh uses voxelization. Voxelization is completely arbitrary, so it doesn't follow a specific. I know what you mean. Nah, but trust me, I use Blender for all this. Blender is great in some points, but it's still quite gimmicky. Blender is like amazing, great tool, but still being quite cute. And if you want to make something big and you want to scale, cute is not enough sometimes. I'm not saying I use Blender. I use Blender on CRETE. I got Blender here. Look, an icon. But I can tell you that it doesn't scale well. You will struggle in big projects in general for how you can do your own tools, and how can you scale in a pipeline. It's a software that suffers, and I try many times to implement Blender in different VFX facilities, but I can't defend something that by itself you can't defend. Like just for example, not having arbitrary bone orientation is like a shot in the feet. Automatically, just conversation is over. You can't even start to argue good points about points, because not having arbitrary bone direction is automatically a blocker in any VFX company, period. No more debates, you know what I mean? So yeah, you can try, but you, in the same way I fought a lot at DNEC to put Unreal Engine in some computers, playing fucking politics, trying to convince people. I was lucky that I got some very close people to me that helped me out to convince different supervisors and C-subs, and and little by little we started to put Unreal, because Unreal, it was sold by itself. I did a very crazy demo with a CG double before MetaHuman, before a lot of fucking crap that now exists. And people like it, and people said, yeah, let's start thinking about using real time. But when I tried Blender, and I tried, no integration with pipelines, no it's like it's not easy to defend it. So yeah. Hey, Canolin, COP, yeah, COP. Oh yeah, this is tactical COP 100%. It's all about that. It's all about that. Hey, by the way, I saw the new demos of Ninja Fluid. That was great. How are you? Alright, sorry, I'm just moving around the windows. So we agree, this is working, this is working, this is partially working. Okay, so if this is working, what I'm doing? Okay, let's test this with different weapons, because I'm not completely sure. Yeah, I know. I need to catch up. I'm just being a little bit. I'm wondering why it's making the sound 2 times. Wait. Okay, this is wrong. I don't know why the first is doing like oh, but it's 1. Oh no, it's 2. I see. That's stupid. I guess it's this one. Yeah. We don't want this. Yeah. Now the other thing is change this to damage. Let's copy this. Let's paste. 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 I just changed the tags. Some paranoia. I got about hierarchies in tags and it's like, why the hell this is calling this? And I'm not sure exactly why, but yeah, now it should be working. Okay, this is 1. This is 2. Okay, this one is a little bit more interesting. 1. We can move this a bit more there. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna accept that. Why not? It's on the edge, but we can accept it. And this one around there. And now we need to also put here a reset traces. And then we got the third one. Oh, fuck you. Really? 1? Okay. That should happen. I'm gonna put like the full spin there. Okay, that was very fast. This is the full damage there. That should be okay. Actually, I like the idea of starting here because you can hit enemies a bit on the sides and back. Alright, something like that. Let's concentrate that there. Okay, that should be okay. Regarding the Steam page, do you have recommendations for recording the gameplay videos? Do you record with the engine itself or another software? For gameplay, the thing that what people does is to have a different computer if you want to do this professionally. I don't have it. With a capture recorder or something, so you put all the resources on that. Otherwise, try to. I use a Streamlabs of OBS or just OBS straight. What is good is to use the, depending on what is heavy in the game. If you feel it's CPU, in this game on Crete it's gonna be more GPU, depending on the situation. In the very end, when you have 60 enemies, it's gonna be CPU intensive, but basically when you record, you can choose if you want to use hardware acceleration, meaning that you're gonna use the GPU, or you want to use software, which you're gonna use the CPU. So depending on that, you can try to load GPU, CPU. Otherwise, shouldn't be any problem. I record with OBS almost with the default settings pretty nicely at 60 FPS on Crete. So yeah, it depends. And I record with a pack game, always. But just try to be aware if you are heavy, CPU heavy or GPU heavy, and then use one way of recording or the other. It's gonna take you only 5 FPS or something like that, not more. You can see trailers of games, and in the trailer that they are running at fucking 20 FPS. That's, I mean, come on, you know. I mean, to be honest, that happens with most of the fucking crypto games out there, right? Like they have like shitty trailers, so. Yeah, this is how the animation is creating damage. I had these different systems, but I'm trying just to start wrapping up into something that I think should work, which is using different notifiers. Also need to fix these guys a bit. So just for anyone that joins, we are testing the game with bad ping, bad FPS, bad conditions in general, because you don't know. Yeah, that's cool, that's working. Yeah, it's fucking cool. It's raw. Let's remove the debug. Actually, I don't want to remove the debug because I think I need to also fix this one. And little by little, after one day of working on all this and refactoring, you know, I got like different systems here. As you can see, this one is completely obsolete, but this is cool for single player. Because this is accurate. Basically, you aim perfectly with the melee. Problem with multiplayer is gonna be quite headache, because prediction, things that happen locally, you don't want to replicate all the joints, and a lot of problems there. And you can do this in many smart ways, of course, but I don't have the time, I don't want to waste it. But for single player, this system is pretty cool. It's basically line tracing perfectly where you are aiming with your sword, with your weapons and stuff. This one is a hybrid. You're still aiming with the melee, but it's a bit more forgivable, meaning that the sphere of trace is a bit bigger. So, you know, most of the cases you're gonna hit more or less. But it's true that you can hit down and you can hit up. So maybe you can hit on the feet or you can hit on the head with melee. One of the main philosophy of the melee system on Crete is that behaves like a shooter. That means everything. Like from, I'm not locking you to anywhere, I'm not assisting anyone, you have freedom and you can choose how you fight. And sometimes you are locked to the floor, but that's because you have the feet on the floor. Otherwise you can still rotating. I can show you now that. But yeah, I've been like iterating a lot with this, and I think now we are close to a system that might work. Man, the fucking spam is crazy, dude. Oh, nice. Thank you. Okay, so again, let's test this in bad conditions of internet. This is 100 ping. Yeah. Yeah, I can show you. You see how rotation... 1 second, let's remove the... I don't want to debug this anymore. Because it's quite noisy. And I would say... Yeah, that should work. So you can see how rotation is hybrid. I can still rotating on fight, but happens in moments of rotation. So if I want to rotate there instantly, it's gonna do it later, you see? So it follows the intention, but I don't let you to do it completely instantly. So it feels grounded with root motion, but at the same time it feels free. It's a combination of both worlds. So yeah, this is again testing with around 100 ping more or less. I'm playing with low FPS on purpose. I see a problem with some collisions there. Yeah, I'm wondering why. We can test this in another way. Receive, let's go here. Let's reconnect. Let's reconnect this. And let's reconnect this. That's one of the things we need to fix. The other thing is just to see the context. If I go here to BT crit, BT enemy, let's make it normal to see how it plays out. It's been a while without testing this in context, so I need to see how this works actually. I'm gonna put these guys, oh no, a bit farther, maybe 3 guys only, so I have time to buy. Let's put it there. And to see how everything works. I'm scared because I check many things now and who the fuck knows. No, the entire game is not running on blueprints. There are some C++ on the back end. This is all very risky. Why I'm here? 1 second. this. Let me just this is the DNA, but for some reason I got some debug on tick, killing my performance. Okay, so it's not that the one that is killing the performance. I hope it's that one. Oh, I'm playing on... Okay, let's play like this to check only. It's gonna be loud, eh? Just to let you know. Hope it's not very loud. Well, if it's loud, let me know. I know it's loud for my more bad camera. I don't know if there is a navigation mesh. Oh yeah, there is. Next one. You are chosen. Next one. It's working, it's working. That was easy. But I'm lucky enough. Oh, I need to fix this, I see. They should break, but they are not broken, I don't know. I'm gonna try to test this. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this one is powerful. It's very loud, no? Maybe it's loud. Oh, he can't. Okay, fair enough. I lost him. Or he died. Hostia. I mean, he's alive. Let's open this. I'm testing all the things to see if everything works as expected. Oh. And the other, I didn't forget about him. I'm wondering what the fuck is he doing? He's alive, no? Because he threw a spear. That's me. A copy of me. Okay, let's cheat. Okay, no, he's dead. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I noticed the second attack of... Yeah, that one fails all the time. Yeah, okay, I see. Why it fails? Yeah, it's failing all the time. Okay, fair enough. As you can see, they are very persistent. What did that sound? Oh, maybe it's... I haven't tried this in this one, so maybe it fails. I killed him without camera. I need to lower. I need to make the button higher. I don't know why. Oh, I know. Oh shit. Hostia. Alright, alright. Fair enough, fair enough. Nice push. Hey, have a nice one, take care. Did you use move to blackboard node for strafing? Yeah, I think I use a strafe. Yeah, I don't in the controller you mean, not in the blackboard, no? Move to blackboard node. You mean why the AI is moving like strafing a bit? That's my logic. That's nothing to do with the strafe. I'm not sure what the strafe is about, to be honest. Never paid too much attention on that. Oh, move to AI. Yeah, move to AI. I use different for patrolling, for combat, but I use a system where basically finds different spots manually. I use them to do zigzag, so depends. No. You mean oh, why? Okay, it's working on the background. No, yeah, like a lot of strafe. But to be honest, I only use this in very simple conditions like roaming. Normally in combat, I don't use this at all. I have my own custom class where I just do project a point and do my stuff, random point, left, right. That also, this random point comes from a service, that takes vector left, right. So it's what provokes this kind of a strafe every couple of seconds or so, depending on how long is the service. Yeah, 0, 4, 1. So I don't use the move AI because the move AI is a kind of latent function that stays on the background until it doesn't reach the point, it stays running. I want just to do that more like on my own choice. So that's why I don't use the move too much, only when it's roaming. And even with that can bring you some problems. I usually use my own functions. I think I got move directly toward, that's another one. Yeah. Find and use smart object, that's interesting. What is this? Oh, I see. Oh, that's cool. I see. Yeah, a lot of work in AI overall, but that's a fucking thing that is done already. So I'm really glad. They are fucking smart. They are really annoying. They are scary. They go in groups. They do. I think I talk with you like little tactics. So it's great. I'm really happy. So what is next? Okay. 10 seconds of thinking. I don't want to lose the track. Okay, yeah. So apparently in the parent melee, we felt, or we saw, and no one can unsee this anymore, that the second animation of the combo is not hitting properly. No, the third one. Why not? Why not? I mean, I can make it earlier, but it was weird, no? Let me. Okay. Let me see. Yeah. I think it's because I think I'm not that stupid, but maybe a bit. Okay, let's do something. Yeah, I don't know. If I reset the traces there, it's gonna work now. Hey, come on. I just don't want to go all together because otherwise it's gonna be hard to test. Okay, now yes. What is this bug? No! Why? I wanted to debug it and now I took it by error. Okay, I'm gonna have a 5 minutes break. I'm gonna just polish a little more this and let's see how it goes. See you in 5 minutes. I just went to the fridge and by mistake I tried a sauce that I thought was going to be like garlic or something like that, and it's a Mexican chipotle with garlic. Yes, something of garlic, but 90% is fucking hell, and I'm dying right now. That was a big mistake. I'm crying. Yeah. Fucking hell, man. That's... Whoa, okay. What a trip. Woo! Anyway. That hit me hard. So, let's make the eggs working. Let's make the rest of the things working. So this is our boy. And here we want to make a exception like this. By the way, this is the song of the... This is the music also of CRETE. Do I prefer this one? We are working on that a bit as well. So here, if by any chance yeah, but no. All right. Boom, and material goes there. And now let's take this, because this is the real damage. Now the next one is implement interface. And this can be done. This can be done in the very end. And the interface is destructible for destructible objects, basically. I think it's bad spelling, but yeah. And if this is correct, we can send the damage to the object. And the object is the actor. But as you can see, spaghetti starts to happen little by little. You can stop it. It's just it is what it is. It's a big, whatever. Maybe we can collapse this to a little macro here. Okay, so this sends this in case it implements the. Now the actor also is not blocking. Like so. I think that's correct. That's correct. Now for other materials, if this is not flesh, actually this should be safe before. Oh fuck. Oh, I need to delete some shit. 1 second. Yeah, sure. Let me just delete a couple of shit. Yeah, that should work now. So the material goes there. All right. Now, if it's not flesh, all this is damage related. So this can go here. Let's see what we got there. Yeah, that's interactive now. Problem is that's kind of cool. I'm just hoping performance. Yeah, it's expensive. I think it's because of the physics bullshit. I can do a more simple version. Let me just to be sure. Let me do it this way. Okay, I think it's okay. Hey, thank you for following. Parkesama. Parkesama, right? I said that right? Yeah, thank you. All right. Yeah, I don't see any peak in the performance. I see the peak happens more when I with these particles, so I should consider to I can do this in different ways. I can go here. I can do a timer. And let's connect the particles, and then let's go here and do a custom event. Can be a gate. Something like that. So we'll set the particles here. And we can put 0.2. We can different ways. We can toggle on off. We can put a do once as well. We can put a boolean. Running stupid. Yeah, pigs are a bit bigger. Let's try that with in context. I think I can do it even less. I don't know. I'm not completely sure. I think it's too many particles, to be honest. Oh wow. Hostia. Okay. I thought bullshit. Okay, so yeah, too much particles. These toggles on and off. I think that's not correct. Actually, why not to use maybe a flip-flop? I can use a flip-flop actually. Wow, okay. Okay, not here. I'm just thinking that in these particles here, I really don't need the collisions. It's kind of overkill there as well. So CE short impact, and we got this is bullet impact. So this is the one that brings chaos and destruction. Yeah, this is gonna be a CPU one because I'm using collision, and it's not needed. It's not needed. So let's say no to collision. Just boom, that's it. Wet soil 4K. I guess it's this one. It's this one, but for some reason it's very bright. Anyway, and then we can move now this to GPU. And let's make fixed bounds. Yeah, something like that. And this can be also GPU because I don't see any potential problems. And we are gonna do this fixed bounds as well. By default, it's okay. This is one. The other one is bullet impact. I think it's just impact, but short impact, I believe, but I may be wrong. Let me see. Yeah, it's this one. So let's test this one as well, and this one now, both things together. Like that. Let's keep this open just in case we need to tweak. Yeah, that's it. Okay, now maybe that's too much. And we got a problem with this. And the problem Hey Amol Lal Sao, thank you so much for your words, man. the problem is that the particles most likely are going in the wrong direction. Or just, yeah, they are growing in the wrong direction. So what we can do here, let's go to the source impact here, and let's change this initial instantaneous, no. Look, or actually, no, let's change it here. Yeah, this happens in a point. Let's make a little sphere, very small, and let's offset this just 10 centimeters, just to check what is the problem, if the problem comes with the collision or something else, because I don't know. Yeah. Still, I think still some of them okay, no, that's fair enough. But they are going I'm not sure. Yeah, I think they are correct in the direction. Yeah, they are I think they are correct. Just maybe maybe the life of them should be less. It's kind of silly when they bounce. And this can be GPU. Like so. So this direction, it should be taken from the direction there. I'm gonna put 30 actually, or even 20, I don't know. I just want to I want to feel the direction of the sword. It's weird though. It's always... Let's do the same. Let's remove collisions and let's make this GPU. Like so. What? Oh, they're going down, man. This means let's try this. Mm-hmm. 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 It's very buggy. Mm-hmm. All right. There we go. Let's go. It's going down. I can try, I don't know if it's gonna work, but I could try to actually get the hit normal. Or, yeah, I can try this. Or the right vector, maybe. Can try this. Or, nah, that's okay. Problem of this is it's always up, of course. I'm wondering if this is gonna bring a different result. Now I can test this properly. Yeah. What I can do though is to lerp between this and this. Why I feel like the forward vector? What if I get the right vector? Let's try this. Actually, it feels more correct. I'm wondering if the gravity here plays a big role or... Maybe not, you know. Hey, Park Life, how are you? You're still doing line traces, man. Yeah, that's more correct. Yeah, it's not that bad. I'm just using a way, you know, more conservative approach. So basically, I'm just not multi-line tracing. I'm doing just one line trace at different times with different notifiers. In total, around 6 to 7. And just using a little bit of the aiming pitch of the controller just to have a better aiming system with the melee. Beyond that, I just made the radius a bit bigger. It's quite big, but no one noticed. You feel the impact's quite accurate. So yeah, I was thinking I'm over-engineering this. I'm thinking too much. And when you play multiplayer, you don't see games like pixel perfect with traces unless you play a physical combat system. Sorry, the music is quite loud. Like, I don't know, like Humans Fall Flat or Gang's Beast, I think, physical combat. even games like Mortal Kombat and things like that, they don't even use line traces, and I was thinking, I think I'm overthinking. If you're gonna do a single player that is gonna have physical animation, ragdolling, inertia, different kind of damages with different line traces, okay, maybe worth to think about multi-thread, to think about cleaning all the fucking U objects that you do there. But I'm pretty aware that I should use at some point a reusable object, but overall performance now is okay. I'm also playing in bad conditions on purpose to see how the things work. One thing I'm doing now, just very simple, is this is the order I'm filtering. No matter what, I set the material because this is the one thing I'm gonna recall later. And then what I do, and I didn't find any pitfall on this, is just adding a array with the hit actors, and this array basically is not to send the damage later, I send the damage instantly, but this array is a matter of cool down a bit the hits. So I just find if it's inside, where it is, contains, yeah, and if not contains, means that I didn't hit him yet, so I send the damage, I add this as a unique, and then we keep going, and this is basically the gameplay queue, all the sound effects, particles, all the stuff that goes to another class. And finally here I just ask for a potential interface that maybe I can filter a bit more to don't... Oh no, it's filter, because I check here if has the interface. I didn't find any problem on that so far, so yeah, it's working. And what I do here is to clear the array from another notify that basically just clear the array, so in between swings of sword the array gets clear, so I can hit the same actor again. I don't want to accumulate a lot of hits in one actor, but now with this I can do proper multi-hit in one swing and things like that. And this only has one hit result per object and one trace only. I know you can do, like, for example, shotguns, where you can change randomness, a little bit of the traces and things like that. But I want to read also the source code to see how this could be implemented smartly, and also use this other class we mentioned, like reusable. Wait, target that using actor. So basically, use a specific target actor and wait for return to be cancelled. I think this one is the one I can just take here an actor. I can use this actor with that, I guess, because this class can be, and as it is now, is instance per execution, meaning that, oh, this is wrong. No, this needs to be like this per actor, and I hope it's gonna work now, because I don't want to generate a class every single time. You can add, looks good, you can add interfaces and spam in future updates so you don't scope creep and keep advanced with the project. I know, man, I rabbit hole. Yesterday I got a build, I got it working, like 95%, you know, some bugs here and there, UI was polished, and then I noticed this thing, like this little hit of performance in the melee, and I rabbit hole the entire day. I just look, this red thing is different processes of different situations. Every single spaghetti you see is a different experiment. I just leave it for sanity, because I'm worried that I need maybe to go back. But this has been the rabbit hole of today, and overthinking a little bit too much. I will go back, and you know, if next year that I'm already talking with some cool people, we got like good amount of money, 50% of the classes are going to be refactored, almost from scratch. We got all the assets, we got all the gameplay, we got the proof that works. And you want to have something more robust in every corner. And I'm overthinking, but it's just this kind of obsession of I want to have this working properly. At least I can learn in the process, you know. I don't want just to, whatever, it will work in the future. I want to know, because if I have to make choices in the future, at least, hey, yeah, I already walked that path. I know what could be the problem, so we can go straight to the point in the future. But sometimes it's too much. Today has been one of those days that I just literally, you know, like trying to find a lighter in the house, that you just create chaos in the house because you don't find a lighter. So something like that happened to me today. A little bit crazy in a way. Okay, so this is working. I want to see now. So yeah, basically, yeah, you can feel that working now in every single context. So I can just hit the ground, I can hit that all at the same time. Forget the performance, because the performance is because this blueprint is running in the background and getting me some frame rates. Pulling, like World of Warcraft. I remember those days where you needed to go one by one pulling in a dungeon. Also, you can aim with the sword up and down. Hey, come on. Like here I only hit with, yeah, it's cool. And now the real part is actually testing this. Oh yeah, pack game. I always keep that in mind. Like pack game also always work better. Pi editor in general is never good to trust in general. For the good and for the bad. For the good, FPS always increase around 10, 15, 20 sometimes. Also OBS in the background is very annoying. All these things, as you can see here, if I start zooming out, beautiful, eh? There we go. It's taking resources in the background constantly, no matter what, GPU. So yeah, I never trust this. Okay, the final test is the one that scares me the most. Client, and let's play with ping. Let's say 40 in out, which is around 100, considering also the FPS lower. Okay, I'm gonna play like this, should be okay. What I just want to see is prediction window. Okay, I can see the ping. 112. Not super accurate, but it feels pinky. Let's say Biosword. And this one that shoots very fast. So it's very good to test ping. As you can see, the shooting happens instantly, predicted. Even the particles are predicted, so that's good. And this is fucking good because again I'm playing with ping using root motion, which is one of the most dangerous things you can imagine for network replication and prediction. But it's working, also including the rotations that the movement component usually does corrections on network, but it's working. I'm trusting the client a lot. Obviously this is not a e-sport, it's not a multiplayer competitive, so I can do these things. More thinking like games like It Takes Two, Borderlands, you know, cooperative games that if you want to cheat, it's your fucking call, you're gonna destroy the game cheating, but it's not a competition, you know, arena. You know, it's your call. So now what I want to see is combat. That's the scary part, always. Hit detection on server. That's fucking annoying, and I know it's gonna fail a bit, but let's see. Not bad. It's working nice, man. It's working nice. 130 ping. Yeah, I can see some animations with ping happening later, but yeah, it's nice. It's working. It's a massive ping. I mean, not massive, but it's ping. Yeah, it's working, it's working. But again, it's a lot of client authority. I can see, yeah, you see like that hit there. That happened completely. Oh wow, and that oh. Yeah, okay. That was not ping, that was a package lost, I think. I think it's because I have 1% of the packages get lost. So I was blocking, but actually I was not blocking for the server. So that package was lost. Usually I think the average of lost packages is 0.05%. Like 1.5 every 1,000 packages, or 1 every 1,000 packages is lost. And most of the cases you don't lose even packages. So I'm just playing with 1%, which means that again, if I'm line tracing 100 traces, one of them is gonna get lost on the sea of the internet, but you never know. I mean, I didn't have any problems with packages on Steam, maybe because, you know, connection is okay, but I don't know. Yeah, that was a bit crazy and jittery. This, I guess, works as well. Okay. Oh, I see. I need to fix this. I can't. The jump, no rubber banding. Instant. Oh, I have a problem with the DNA though. Oh shit, these guys are not controlled. Obviously with higher packet lag value, the other clients will see a lot of, most likely the clients will see jittery in other players. There is one thing that by default in Epic doesn't have it on, which is using network relevancy by distance. You need to either change the CVAR manually on the source code, or you need to manually execute the CVAR, but that helps a lot to remove the jittery. Right now, when we play on Steam, with around 30 to 40 milliseconds of ping, it feels fucking smooth, like really smooth, like two local cooperative with controllers in the same machine. But that's the trick. Basically, right now the replication of all the animation blueprint variables that defines, the speed, all these things are going like full bandwidth when you are very close. Look, I'm gonna show you something. Not kidding, eh? I accept the challenge. I'm gonna go 400 in total. That's how Halo was tested, not to obviously play, but to see potential cheaters, how you can take advantage of crossing doors and things like that. But obviously for combat system, 400 of ping is gonna be even 600. You will see. So it's 440, something like that. Okay, I see this thing happening there. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this. A little bit of jumping. This is instant. Now, let's see how it works with the 400 of ping, eh? Let's see how it works with these guys. The shooting, instant. I know that's obvious, but it's cool to feel this, eh? It's amazing. Yeah, I work a lot on this shit, to be honest. Let's see, this guy. Yeah. Thank you, man. I spent 2 months on this fucking shit, man. Like, you can't imagine. Now, here could fail because it's half a second, so let's see. You see the lag? But it works. I can play. I can play. Thank you so much. But that's the thing, I can play. That's the crazy part. I can play with half a second of lag. Sometimes we got these things like lagging shit of stuff, but yeah, it's playable. This is someone from Japan. Yeah, some corrections, as you can see, he was doing. Also, you can see that a lot in the character rotation. You see? I see everything delayed. Let's push it. Fuck it. Let's push it. Okay, let's push in 2 directions. Let's push. Lost package, let's say 2%. It's a lot. This is when it's gonna fail, not because lag, but because 1 second of lag. Okay, this I don't know if I'm gonna be able to buy the gun though. Because the gun, the store maybe fails on buying because I don't do valid checks. It's a bit dirty now. Hey, why have 2 players? Maybe we'll see. If I can buy, I can play. Because I don't want just to tweak now blueprints, but okay, this is the lag trying to spawn. Okay, I have UI. Okay. Okay. Bio. Let's try this. I think it's both. Yeah, I agree on that. This is like silly test. This is completely happening predicted. The blocking is just my test, but everything right now is not rubber banding. You can see this a lot in... it's a game that I got bored, but I know it's very good for cooperative tactical online, and it's tactical, cooperative client authority, and it's It Takes Two. It just replicates everything but trust the client. If you want to cheat in a game like that, it's your problem. You know what I mean? Okay, the aiming took me time, but the shooting is completely instant. By the way, if you want to see the server authority, is the little red icon after the hit, or yellow, or blue. You see that? So that's the server. Okay, this is a bit more complicated. Yeah, this is complicated. Okay. Okay, the physics are broken. Okay, this is hard. I think I could do it though. It's just I don't know where the enemy is. I'm playing in a parallel universe right now. Yeah, too much. But it's fun. I'm gonna, if I play with someone that is like a one shooter, like one shot thing, like this guy, maybe I have a chance. That happens instantly though. Wow, it's crazy. Maybe I can do it, eh? That was fucking cool. You saw that? You know what happened here? I knew I already cut his animation, didn't update yet, so I killed him on my back, but knowing that he's in front of me. I mean, obviously someone that plays you know, is not gonna know this unless you know how multiplayer works, but you know, on server he is still there because I know I hit him for sure. And the guy was here hitting me, but that was just the client prediction of his own side, but not my side. My side is still here. I hit him. I saw that. So when one that arrived to the server, the guy was already here. So he died on my back. That was fucking... It's great. It's cool to see these things working on multiplayer, like how client authority works. Obviously, this in a proper eSport or MMO, it would be cancelled one day because it's completely cheatable. It's wrong. But you can see games like Borderlands. I think Borderlands is the best example that you play cooperative. Oh, I don't know. I'm streaming. Something happened here. Let me see. Maybe not. Oh no, I still stream. I don't know what happened. Maybe the lag got infected the computer as well. Yeah, still online. I don't know. Just Streamlabs told me something about. Let me see the memory. Maybe I'm pushing too much. No, it's okay. Oh no, I'm zero. Okay, I have something in the background. But yeah, anyway, it's too late, so I'm gonna try to pack the game, test it on the laptop, which is the shitty laptop I got in the background, so I can test it in a proper environment, not this computer. And let's see how it goes. And if everything goes well, this weekend will be the first one that we will start rolling out some keys and see how it goes. Maybe 10, maybe 20, 30, we'll see, depending on, gradual, little by little. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a nice one, and thank you, Pac, for your help before. It was really nice chat about performance. It's always cool. Have a nice one. Take care.